Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Dear students, this is your instructor Aisha Hussain Khan. Today we will learn about case tools that are basically automated tools available for different phases of software development life cycle. So before starting with today's topic, we will first cover the recap of the previous tutorial that was based on discussion on SDLC phases, in which we have seen a brief discussion on different phases of software development life cycle, like starting with requirement gathering till deployment phase. Topics included in today's lecture shall constitute basically the case tools in software engineering and the components of case tools that are basically central repository, uppercase tools, lowercase tools, and finally the integrated case tools. So starting with our first topic, that is case tools in software engineering. Basically, CASE stands for Computer Aided Software Engineering, and it helps in the development and maintenance of software projects with the help of various automated software tools. These are certain automated tools available for different phases of software development life cycle. So moving towards the elaborated definition on case tools, we can see that case tools are a set of software application programs which are used to automate SDLC activities. And case tools are used by software project managers, by analysts and engineers, or you can say the builders who will develop the software system. And there are a number of case tools available to simplify various stages of software life cycle, such as analysis tools we have design tools, project management tools, we have database management tools, and certainly we have tools that are available for documentation as well. And we can see that these tools basically accelerates the development process. Like it will speed up your process to produce the desired results and helps to uncover the flaws before moving ahead with the next stage in the software development. Now moving towards the components of case tools. Basically, case tools can be broadly divided into the following parts based on the use at particular SDLC stage, that is central repository. Then we have uppercase tools and we have lowercase tools. Finally, integrated case tools. This divisioning is based on their use at particular stage. Now starting with central repository, we can see that case tools require a central repository that will serve as a source of common, integrated and consistent information. And it will serve as a storage place for product specifications. We can say requirement documents, related reports and diagrams, like analysis phase shall be stored here, and useful information regarding management is stored. So central repository, you can say it as a data dictionary. There is a second name for central repository, that is data dictionary. Now the segregation of different case tools like uppercase, lowercase and integrated case can be seen through this picture, where we can see that planning, analysis and design shall constitute the uppercase portion, and implementation, testing and maintenance part is labeled as lowercase. And both of the cases when combined will be called as integrated case. So as we have seen that basically uppercase constitutes the planning, analysis and design stages of SDLC, and likewise you can say that Lowercase tools are used for implementation, testing and maintenance. And both the lowercase and uppercase will make integrated case toolset. That is, integrated case tools are helpful in all the stages of SDLC, from requirement gathering to the testing and documentation. Now in this section, I will briefly go through the various case tool types that are available. The purpose of these phases have been explained in my previous tutorial. Here I will focus on the examples that will constitute the uppercase tools and the lowercase tools. Like if we talk about the diagramming tools, we can say that we have a flow chart maker that is basically used for creating the state-of-the-art flow charts. And then we have process modeling tools available that are basically used for creating the software process models and which is used to develop the entire software. The example of this is basically EPF Composer. And then we have project management tools available. Project management is basically these tools are used for project planning, cost finding and effort estimation, project scheduling and resource planning. And basically the examples include Creative Pro Office, Track Project, and we have Basecamp. These are all utilized for scheduling the projects. Then we have documentation tools. Documentation that is basically continued throughout the SDLC phases. We have example of documentation tools like Deoxygen, Dr. Explain. We have Adobe RoboHelp. So, and now coming towards the analysis tools, in which basically we are having the requirement gathering portion. Also we can say that we will automatically check for any inconsistency, inaccuracy in the diagrams. So the examples include Accept 360, we have Acompa, Case Complete for requirement analysis, and basically Visible Analyst for total analysis. This tool is basically utilized for having the total analysis. Then we have design tools, which we call as animated software designs. Basically we have automated tools that will result in animations, and configuration management tools that is basically holding the record of different releases, or you can say it will having the record of different versions. And its example include Fossil, GitHub and Acurev. GitHub is very popular for configuration management. Now moving to change control tools, these tools are considered as part of configuration management tools, and they basically deal with changes made to the software after it is baselined and is fixed, and when the software is in its first release. So these tools are basically preferably utilized to automate change tracking, file management, you can say code management, and many more. So finally we have programming tools, and we can have the examples of coding parameters like Eclipse, code in C, C++ and Java. Then prototyping tools. Prototyping is basically a software prototype is simulated version of the intended software product. And prototype provides an initial look and feel of the product, and basically it will simulate few aspects of actual product. So the examples include Serena Prototype Composer and Mockup Builder. After it, we'll move towards web development tools that are basically used in designing the web pages. with all the allied elements like forms, text, scripts and graphics, so on. So we have the examples of Adobe Edge Inspect, Foundation 3 and brackets. Quality assurance tools that are used to maintain the quality of the software, and examples include SOAP test, Apps Watch and JMeter. Finally, talking about maintenance tools that basically helps in finding out the modifications in the software product after it is delivered. We have an example of a software for maintenance tools, that is Bugzilla for defect tracking and HP Quality Center. Now students, these are the two tasks that you need to do after having the information about the SDLC phases and the case tool set. First is, you need to find out the various task set for different phases of SDLC. That is, you need to go in the depth of requirement engineering and likewise different phases of SDLC. And then second point is to find out the tools required to implement different phases. In the above tutorial, I have given you certain examples, and this is your task that you need to find out other softwares that will be utilized for this purpose.